right here, looking for somebody. Okay, people are gonna be separated, trying to look for people and shit. That's the benefit the elected man is gonna have. We don't have anything. We don't have nobody, so we ain't got nothing to lose. We're gonna be out here. We ain't gonna have to be finding our children, our kids, our wife. And if we do have our children coming with us, well, the Most High is gonna make it to where they're already with us, man. And if they ain't cut down or down for this, man, the Most High is just gonna let them die and go their way and set us free. Okay. So you see, man. That's how it's gonna be, you know. Second Ezra chapter 16 and verse 40. All my people hear my word, make you ready to the battle, and then see it is compared to it as a battle. And in those ye must be even as pilgrims upon the earth. Okay, let's look into that word, the word pilgrim. The word pilgrim means here on Google. A pilgrim, a person who journeys to a sacred place for religious reasons. To travel or wander like a pilgrim. A person who journeys to a sacred place for religious reasons, man. Basically, that's the right definition there. We're gonna be like pilgrims, man, because everywhere we go, where we rest, where we go to rest, is gonna be sacred, man. The Most High is gonna have His angels also protecting us. Okay, it's gonna be a sacred place with the angels encamping around us. Okay, so some brothers might get caught, you know, but that's going to be on purpose, you know, by the Most High, because it's all going to be for a reason. Maybe to show you His power, to make you escape miraculously. Bullets flying by your ear, you're literally hearing them. Bullets flying past your skin there. Bullets flying past your head, you can hear them and shit, like, you know. You're running, your bird might be there, he might get shot. You're gonna have to leave him behind there, man. So much folks, that can happen around you. You're not gonna be able to shed a tear or cry at that moment. Okay, you're just gonna be running, trying to survive and stuff, man. Running, trying to survive. Okay. Second Ezra 16 and 19. You'll have famine and plague, tribulation and anguish. That's what's gonna happen. Famine, plague, tribulation and anguish, man. That's what's coming here. That's what's coming, and that's what we're seeing now. Plagues with all these on the news. You always hear each week. You always hear about some store closing, or these food pantries. Getting more demands. Our saying scourges for amendment. Okay, for amendment. Let's look up that word, amendment. Google here, amendment, a minor change or addition designed to improve a text, piece or legislation, etc. Designed to improve these prophecies, man. That's what that's what the Most High's amendment's gonna be. Something which is added to soil in order to improve its texture or fertility. That's spiritual there, because it's basically like a birth pain, which is the Most High is going to turn up. Which right now we are in the beginning stages of these birth pains, really in the middle and close to end of these birth pains, man. Scriptural and fictional, man. That's scriptural and factual, man. And actual things that's gonna happen. Verse 46: For strangers shall reap their fruits and spoil their goods, overthrow their houses and take their children captive. For in captivity and famine shall they get children. Okay, that sounds like martial law. These draconian laws and measures to me, man. This is Ezekiel chapter 13 verse 4. O Israel, thy prophets are like the foxes in the deserts. 5. Ye have not gone up into the gaps, neither made up the hedge for the house of Israel, to stand in the day of battle in the day of the Yahweh. To stand in the day of battle. Like it reads there, in the day of battle be as pilgrims. So it's likened unto a battle against the Most High's pilgrims, man. The battle, the pilgrims' day of battle, the day of battle against the Most High's pilgrims, prophecy is going to happen, man. And it's very close and it's very near. Whether you believe it, whether you love it or not, man, that can't change the fact that you know something's near and close. And you feel it in your spirit, man. Everyone does. Be a day of battle, man. A day of battle. A day of the day of the Lord, man. The day of Yahweh. 16 and 17. 18. The beginning of sorrows and great mournings. The beginning of famine and great death. The beginning of wars and the power shall stand in fear. The beginning of evils, what shall I do when these evils shall come? So that's all going to be there in Jacob's trouble when the day of martial law comes in here. The day when the EU troops come in here and literally fight against Babylon here in their own land. It's going to be like Iraq. 10 times of what Iraq was, man. Just like what's happening right now in Azerbaijan and Armenia. That's what's going to come here. Bombs being exploded here. People being shot here. Okay? As well as with what's happening with India and China. It's going to come here. Amos chapter 6, 5 and verse 20. Shall not the day of the Yahweh be darkness and not light, even very dark and no brightness in it. Amos 8 and 3. And the songs of the temple shall be howling in that day, saith the Yahweh, or the Yahweh. There shall be many dead bodies, in every place men shall cast in with silence. Men shall cast it forth with silence, you know. It says there shall be many bodies, man. Like the song where it says, let the bodies hit the floor, man. Well, that's what's going to happen, man. Which is the spirit, because that's what, on the radio I heard this white chick singing that. And that line of that song's been in my mind before that for a while. So that's the spirit, man. Showing me and telling me basically that I'm going to be seeing a lot of dead bodies as well myself, man. Okay. So Khan, you know, that's the Jacob's trouble there. Revelation 13 and 16, he caused all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. 17, that no man might borrow so that he had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. So Esau is going to cause everyone to get this mark, RFID microchip. That's what his plan, that's what he's going to try to be doing. Revelation 14 and 9, and the 30s will follow them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast in his image, and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of Elohim, which is poured out without mixture into the cups of indignation, and he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone, and the press of the holy angels, and the press of the Lamb, which is Yahweh Shai. And that fire and brimstone is going into these thermonuclear element melting ICBMs. Revelation 16 and 2, and the first went and poured out his power upon the earth, and there fell a noisome and grievous sword upon the man which had the mark of the beast, and upon them which worshipped his image. Because with this RFID microchip, it's going to manipulate your senses in your body and basically it's gonna melt away and burn away your internal systems. This is Revelation 2 and 10. Fear none of those things thou shalt suffer. Behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison, that ye may be tried, and ye shall have tribulation 10 days. Be thou faithful unto death, and I will give thee eternal life. Going into these FEMA camps. Jacob's trouble. Revelation 3 and 10. Because thou hast kept the word of my mouth, I will also keep thee from the hour of temptation. Being Jacob's trouble, martial law, vaccines, and all the RFID, World War III, which shall come upon all the earth to try them that dwell upon the earth. This Jeremiah 30 and 7. Alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. So we're going to be being saved out of it, man. Okay, this is Jeremiah 46 and verse 28. Fear thou not, O Jacob, my servant, saith the Yahweh, for I am with thee, for I will make a full end of all the nations whither I have driven thee. For I will not make a full end of thee, but correct thee in measure, yet will I not leave thee wholly unpunished. Verse 37. But fear thou not, thou, my servant Jacob, and be not dismayed, O Israel, for behold, I will save thee from afar off, and I see from the land of their captivity, and Jacob shall return and be in rest, and at ease, and none shall make him afraid. And even in these times, before that, the Most High is going to be looking out for us. Because they're going to be killing also if you refuse to mark of the beast, and that's another death that some brothers are gonna get for not confirming to the RFID microchip. It's Revelation 13 and verse 15. And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that's Esau Edom of his microchip, and that the image of the beast should both speak and cause as many as will not worship the image of the beast should be killed. And that's probably what those who take the mark of the beast are gonna be trying to do, kill us, but we're not taking it. Which sounds kind of funny and kind of like a movie, but that's possible, man. Because the scriptures are literal as well. So sometimes you gotta take them both literally as well as spiritually, man. And so that's why we're blowing this trumpet. Basically, whoever hears needs to hearken to it. And the blood's out of our hands. But if we don't blow the trumpet, their blood's in our hands, and it's gonna be the Most High is gonna call on us for that, man. So this is Ezekiel 3 and verse 17, and it reads right here: Son of man, I made thee a watchman unto the house of Israel. Therefore hear the word of my mouth and give them warning from me. And we are a prophet unto other nations. That's in Jeremiah 1. And verse 5. Before I formed thee in the belly, I knew thee, and before thou camest forth out of the womb, I sanctified thee, and I ordained thee a prophet unto the nations. So he prophesied to every single body. propping up to these other nations as well, man. And we are watchmen, specifically, we are watchmen to our house, the house of Israel, our people. Because all the love goes, at the end of the day, all the love goes to our people. All the judgment goes to all these other nations at the end of the day. Because ultimately, all Israel is going to be saved. Because Yahweh has a real deep love for his people. That's why it says, the Psalm always says he's a merciful, his mercy is everlasting. Hell burning forever, dying forever, that's not merciful. That's Esau's version of his hell if he was the God. Because that man's not merciful. On the left hand side, on the right hand side, the Most High is merciful to us. On the left hand side, Esau Edom, whose God is spiritually even saying, he's unmerciful to us. So yeah, we were talking about Jacob's trouble as well. Forgot what I was about to bring out. But just now we were talking about how we were propping onto our nations. And Ezekiel 3, chapter 3, and also chapter 33 speaks about the watchman's job for his people Israel. Because like I said, all the love goes to our people, all the judgment really goes out to all these other nations. Yeah, you have 2/3 who are going to have to be suffering, but that's proper judgment. Ultimately, they're going to come back and be well off for the rest of their lives. So that's really love for all Israel at the end of the day. Oh yeah, how the Most High also is going to look out for us, you know. And basically, chapter 33 in Ezekiel breaks it all down. If we don't warn our people, and he dies in his wickedness, his blood's required at our hand. But if you warn him and the blood's lifted off of us, and if he doesn't repent, that's on him. If he does repent, he will be saved. No matter what sin he did, if he's chosen, he's going to be saved. If he's not chosen, he's not going to be able to keep the laws 100%, and the Most High is just going to kill him. Put a spirit on him to go astray. It's in Job chapter 5 and also in Psalm 91 where it basically breaks it down. He's simply how the Most High is going to look out for his people. His chosen, I should say. For people like that, you know, having pillow fights and all that shit, you know, talking to me, telling me I got a nice blanket over me. Well, guess what? People like that are just going to die, and we're going to see who the real joke is. Psalm chapter 5 verse 1. Because me, you know, I'm not mocked at the end of the day. The Most High is going to pay each single mocker and stuff. Job 5 and verse 19. He shall deliver thee in 6 troubles, and 7 there shall no evil touch thee. And 7 shall no ever touch thee, man. So we ain't going to be touched, man. So we ain't going to be troubled like these simple-minded fools over here. You see, me, I ain't here at the end of the day because I know the Most High is going to have my back regardless. And he hates people like that who scoff me. The Most High, my friend, he doesn't really like people talking shit to me, so he's going to kill their ass, man. Job 5 and verse 17. Behold, happy is the man whom I am corrected. Therefore despise not thou the chastening of the Almighty. 18. For he maketh sore and bindeth up. He wounded, and his hand to make it whole. He shall deliver thee in 6 troubles, and 7 there shall no evil touch thee. 20. In famine he shall redeem thee from death, and in war from the power of the sword. The Most High is going to be looking out for us, basically, it's what it's saying. You know? And I was an Edomite kid. I was an Edomite. But yeah, basically, I just recorded that to show you what these people's minds are at, man. Where their minds are at. I'm not really trying to talk down on that dude, because at the end of the day, I know I'm gold and I know he's mold, man. But yeah, you get it, man. And that chick that was by him, she's gonna be on my side at the kingdom. Okay? And he's gonna be picking my vegetables, my food, so that I can eat with my wives, man. So this is Psalm 91 right now. Psalm 91 and verse 14, because he hath set his love upon me, therefore I deliver him, I will set him on high, because he hath known my name. 15, he shall call upon me, and I will answer him. I will be with him in trouble, I will deliver him and honor him. With long life will I satisfy him and show him my salvation. So that's what the Most High is going to do for us. He's going to show us, he's going to recognize the love we have had for him, all the work we put in for him. Knowing his name, we're gonna call him the name, you know, which is an important name to know. And he's gonna save us, deliver us. He's gonna set up us on high. He's gonna be with us in trouble. Now that sounds like the description of a real friend right there. He's gonna be with us in trouble. He's gonna set us up on high and look out for us. You know, and not to put that either my kid down, you know. You know, he really should have said that. He just kept walking, you know. But yeah, to show you the spirit that these people are, their minds are having pillow fights in the streets. I mean, come on now, man. That's very low. That's very, very low, man. That's not a wise man. That's not. You ain't gonna see a wise man having pillow fights out here. Okay. But it's all good and it's all right, because me, I know who I am, man. I'm a king. I'm made to be a king, and I know who that Edomite kid is. And even if he was a 230, I know what he is, man. He's either doing for destruction, and since he's an Edomite, he's just gonna be a slave, man, and doing some destruction. Wise man holds his temper, because ultimately he knows his end. His end is to be well and good. Psalm 91 and verse 13. Thou shalt tread upon the lion and adder, the young lion and the dragon shalt thou trample under feet. 10. There shall no evil before thee, neither shall any plague come nigh thy dwelling. For he shall give his angels charge over thee, to keep thee in all thy ways. They shall bear thee up in their high hands, lest thou dash thy foot against a stone. Doesn't that sound like royalty, man? Or like a king? And Most High's not even going to let his foot be dashed on a stone, man. 91 and 2, I will say unto my Yahweh, he is my refuge and my fortress. My Elohim, in him will I trust. Surely he shall deliver thee from the snare of the fowls and from the noisome pestilence. This plague, this disease, the real COVID-19, the real COVID-19 21 they're going to give from the COVID-19 vaccine, man. For he shall cover thee with his feathers, and under his wings shalt thou trust. His truth shall be thy shield and buckler. Thou shalt not be afraid of terror by night, nor for the arrow that flieth by the days. The terror by night and the arrow by the day, because you're going to have bombs being dropped in the daytime here in Babylon. Nor for the pestilence that walketh in darkness, nor for the destruction that wasteth at noonday. 1,000 shall fall at thy side, and 10,000 at thy right hand, but it shall not come nigh thee. We're going to be seeing a lot of dead people, man. A lot of scoffers, their dead bodies there. We're going to see it. Hey, only with thine eyes shalt thou behold and see the reward of the wicked. That's the spirit there. We're going to be seeing it. Meaning we're going to be seeing it. 9. Because thou hast made the Lord Yahweh, which is my refuge, even the Most High thy habitation. There shall no evil befall thee, neither shall any plague come nigh thy dwelling. For he shall give his angels charge over thee to keep thee in all thy ways. They shall bear thee upon their hands, lest thou dash thy foot against a stone. Thou shalt tread upon the lion and adder, the young lion and the dragon shalt thou trample under feet. Because he hath set his love upon me, therefore I will deliver him. I will set him on high, because he hath known my name. Because he has set his love upon me. That's the Most High, because he's testing us right now to see if we are a true friend to him. Because he hath set his love upon me, therefore I deliver him, for I set him on high. Because he hath known my name. Because he must know the names, which is the name of the Father Yahweh, and his son's name is Yahweh Shai. And that's the name of very last year man is going to come and destroy Babylon the Great. He shall call upon me, and I will answer him. I will be with him in trouble. I will deliver him and honor him. With long life will I satisfy him and show him my salvation. And ultimately that salvation is being lifted up by the chariots. And so I'm going to